Hello everyone, welcome to Financial Flagship. My name is Alex, and today, as per usual, we'll host the daily market, the weekly market outlook, in which we'll cover the most important pairs from the Forex stock market and also the most important cryptocurrencies. I'm gonna start off in a bit, waiting for a few people to join before going through the pairs. Hope you all have a great trading week last week. Our setups were quite good. We made some nice, we have some nice trades that we're gonna show you. Most of the pairs went in the direction that we forecasted. That was a nice week, hopefully for you guys as well. And I'm hoping that in the coming week it should stay the same. So let's start off with the DXY. Last week, I was expecting the DXY to break let me delete this. I was expecting DXY to break this level here. Sorry, make one more low and then push back up. Let me find the annotation tool. So last week when we did the forecast, I was expecting the market to drop one more time. One more time, make a consolidation, make one more low, and then continue to the upside. We have an important order block here. I'm going to draw it for you in a minute. We have an order block here that the price tagged. As you can see right now, the market is consolidating. What we expect next is that the price can go up and break this top once more, and then make a deeper consolidation to go one more time up. Or the second scenario is that if we get a move towards the upside, we can go for another push down before going back up. So this week might be a corrective week for the DXY. These two scenarios, depending on the price action, I can see the price correcting before going back up. So I will not go for this buy. I'll wait for the price to reach to gather some momentum here before going back up. I'll wait for this consolidation. If, let's say, the market will break the low, then the structure will slightly change. But for now, I'm not going to be focusing on that. I'm going to be looking for a correction before make another push to the upside. So let me draw on the chart. We have this order block here. Two scenarios that I'm looking at. Either we go down and push back up again. Either we'll go up and make another pullback before going back up. So we have to watch these two levels. These are the options for me. Moving on to Euro USD. Euro USD last week we were expecting the price to make another top. I think we were in either in this area or in this area, and I was expecting the price to go up before going into a deeper consolidation, as it happened. So what's next? Next, for Euro USD, I can see the price moving towards the upside, and then we can get another drop. But before that, I'm gonna focus on this move to see how it will develop, because we have two scenarios here. Either we'll go to break this low here and then start this move towards the upside. Either we will continue from this corrective structure, which could be messy if this is the case. And if we reach this level, this order block here, then we will see, depending on the price action, if we'll go for another drop, or if we'll get a correction and go and break the top again. So that remains to be seen. Moving on to Pound USD. For Pound USD, last week I was expecting the same because of the DXY. I was expecting the market to make one more top and then get this move towards the downside, which is a correction. Right now, what I can see for this is again two scenarios. One in which we can make a new low here, a local low, break the low again, and then start to go back up. Or if we get a consolidation here, I mean, if the price goes like this slowly, we can see the price moving up. So for pound USD, these two scenarios stand in place for me. I'll prefer the first option, to be honest with you. I'll prefer the price to go and break this low before going back up to give us a setup. So I'll not trade this similar to Euro USD. I'm not trading the pair if it will stay here for a while. I'm gonna wait for it to break the low, and then I'm gonna look for my buy setups. So that's for pound USD. Moving on to dollar yen. Dollar yen, as exactly as we forecasted, the price started to drop. We were expecting last week a move towards this level, somewhere near this level, and then another drop to break this low. For this week, I'm expecting the price to consolidate, one more move towards the upside, and then start to move down and break the low again. I'm expecting the market here to either pull back, give us one more move towards the upside before going back down and make this corrective structure, or it could go like this and then fall. Okay, make something small here and then drop. So my view for Euro USD is that it will break the low again this week, but we need this correction to be over first. Moving on to Aussie USD. Last week we were expecting the price to reach this order block that we have on the chart. So far so good. The market did exactly what we expected. Basically we were waiting for this level to be hit, and then we were waiting for the market to make a new low. The price started to go down. What I can see here is a consolidation for another drop. I don't know if this will break the low or not, but we have one more move towards the downside in it. So this could correct, come back down and reach this level, or it can continue to go down and break the low before starting something deeper, a bigger corrective structure. That's my view for Aussie USD. Moving on to USD CAD before I take some questions. For USD CAD, last week we were expecting the price to reach this blue order block before the FOMC. Market just tagged it and went back up as we expected. My view last week was that the price will make a correction and go for one more move towards the upside. This week, I'm a bit skeptical about this. What I want to see here is that what I wanted to see, in fact, was a bit more momentum on the price. We didn't have that, which means that there's another possibility that we can go down and break the low again. So what I'm expecting here, as you can see on my chart, we posted an analysis for USD CAD. I'm going to show you in a bit. I'm going to wait for a correction and then go with this trade. This could be a nice risk to reward trade. If this happens, I think this is going to be a trade of the week. I'll update you guys later on our news feed. So for USD CAD, I'm expecting a move towards the downside if we get this correction. There's still a possibility this could go up, but if it goes up, for me personally, that's not a setup to take into consideration for now. If I want to buy it, I'll look again at this blue order block because we just tagged it and I don't like that. I'm expecting the market to go a bit deeper. And considering the fact that the price action is not that strong and the candles were not that convincing, I'm expecting the market to go down once more. So let me go back to our profile and review the USD CAD. Last week we were expecting the price, like I said, to reach this level before the FOMC, and after it reached the price, the pair started to move up, but like I said, not convincingly. So our bias changed, and we can see the price going back towards this low. I don't know if it will go that way. I'm not that sure about it, but I can see the market reaching this level. So let's see how the price went. So it went basically a bit above our arrow and then started to drop. So if anything occurs here, I'm gonna keep you guys posted, update the idea, so keep an eye on it. Now let me go back to the chat to take some questions if we have. Okay, we don't. So let's move on. Let's go to gold. Last week, we posted a trade setup for gold. Let me go back to our profile. We posted a trade setup. We were expecting in our previous analysis gold to make a new top after to make a low here, local low, and then start to go towards the upside and make a new top here after the FOMC. So basically, the price went as expected. And as you can see, I was updating the idea constantly here. I was expecting one more low. It didn't happen, unfortunately, because if that happened, that would have been amazing. So I was waiting for the price to get out of this, to break the trend line and make a correction above. So far, so good. I saw this small correction here. If you see, I saw this small correction here, and that was the perfect buy. But unfortunately, it was before the news event, and we don't trade before the news events because we all know what can happen. You know, it's very risky because you can end up with being spiked up both ways. So it's a bit risky. So I was waiting for the price to finish the news, and afterwards I took this trade, which eventually went to a one-on-one, but ended up break even. As you can see, we had more than a one-on-one on this one, but Friday before the market closed, we got out for break even. Unfortunately, I was expecting the market to continue to go up to break the 2009 level, even higher than that, but it didn't. So going back to gold, let's analyze the structure a bit here. What can happen is that the price can now fall finally can fall towards the blue order block. So I'm expecting the market to make a consolidation here before going towards this level. So this week I would suggest for you guys to wait for a pullback, and if that happens, I would suggest to go for the trade. That's what I can see. If we don't get this pullback, we don't trade. If it continues to go like this, we'll wait for that 4-hour level, and then we'll be looking for our buy setups again. Because if you look on the bigger time frame, definitely we do need a correction here because the price didn't do that. As you can see, we had this strong move, strong bullish impulse here, and right now I'm guessing that the market will drop before starting to go back up again. So that's what I'm a bit cautious with gold to go for the buys right now. I'm gonna wait for that 4-hour order block to be tagged. Okay. Silver in the previous analysis, we were expecting one more move towards the upside. As you can see, the market corrected here, gave us that move, and now it's starting to slowly drop. What I can see next is a smaller pullback here, one more drop, reach this level, and then go back up. So a good level to watch for gold would be either this area or the area below if it decides to pull back a bit deeper. But other than that, I'll not be focusing on the sells right now. I'll be looking for the buy setups for silver. Let me delete this and put the arrows on the screen. So what's next? Correction, drop, correction, maybe another drop, and then we go. I think we'll go up. US oil. Last week for US oil, I was expecting the market to start a pullback. So far, so good. The price started to consolidate, as you can see. As you can see here, the market started to go up. A level that I was expecting oil to reach was this one, this order block here on the 4 hours. It didn't. So right now, what I can see another correction, move towards the upside, and then I'm thinking that we can start looking for our sell setups. This is for oil for this week. I'm not gonna trade it when it's inside this big range here. I'm gonna wait for the price to reach this level and check it out later on to see if we get a sell setup here. If not, I will leave it like it is because it can develop a very messy structure inside this area. It can go down, up, down, back up, down again, and then go back up. So I prefer to stay away from this kind of moves. So like I said, wait for the price to reach this level, and then we'll be looking for our sell setups. Natural gas keeps going down. We're still biased in some way towards the upside. We have this trend line here, which I want to see it broken before going into any buy setups, because this could also go on and break the low. What I want to see here is a clear breakout like this. Give me a sec. A clear breakout, consolidation, and then we'll go with this trade. If this doesn't happen, if the price breaks the trend line without any momentum, I'm gonna stay away from this until it gives a proper setup. Good. So before we move on to the stock market, let me check the chat. Hey Fred, how are you? Happy to have you here, by the way. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm here for you to look at any pair you guys request. If you have any requests, feel free to ask. And also, if you want in the future to cover more pairs, you can DM us on TradingView to let us know what do you want us to cover or what do you prefer to cover. We're open to your ideas. Good. Happy to hear that, Fred. Hope you had a nice trading week last week. Yeah, Bitcoin. I'm gonna go to Bitcoin in a bit. I'm gonna go to Bitcoin after we cover the stocks. I think in like 5 minutes or so. Oil was thinking it could be the start of the reversal to the upside at bigger time frame. Yeah, it could be, because if I remember correctly, going back to oil, if we look on the daily, I was expecting the market at 2 weeks ago. We were in this consolidation, and I said exactly like I was saying earlier with natural gas. I usually don't trade this move. I wait for the price to break out when it's in a mess like this, to either break out towards the upside, give a correction, and then go with the buy, either let it break towards the downside and see what can happen. In regards to what Fred said, yeah, I'm thinking that oil should go up pretty soon, but I'm not that sure that it will do it from here. I'm thinking that we can get another move down and possibly break this low. I'm not too sure about it. We need to see some more structure here, because the way it is looking right now, it can go both ways, honestly. So that's what I'm trying to see. If we break this level here and go up and consolidate, for example, let me draw it for you. If we break this level here, go up, break it, consolidate, then yeah, then we go. I'm pretty convinced that this will be the start of something big here. But if the price action isn't the way we wanted it to be, and the price starts messing around here, then I don't think I'm gonna be that convinced about the upside. So it depends. We have to take it step by step. It could be, but at the same time, because of this structure, the messy structure, we have to be a bit cautious. So yeah, I completely emphasize with what you're saying. On the bigger picture, even on the weekly, this looks like a clear correction. I agree on that. This is the big impulse up, and this is the consolidation. And I'm expecting a move towards the upside on the weekly, but on the 4 hours and the daily, things could be a bit different. So let's wait and see. Oh, great. Sure, we can look at Euro USD on Euro Yen. Sorry about that. But first, let me finish these few pairs here, because I have another request for Bitcoin first. So bear with me for a second. Let's go and see the stock market. Last week I was expecting SPX S&P to reach this level here, the red order block, and then start a move towards the downside. So far so good. Price spiked up, but we didn't got a close above that level, so we were still in the parameters for the sell. What I can see next is that I'm not that convinced that we'll go down from here anymore. I think this was a correction, and now we are going up. So looking at the chart, I can see the price climbing a bit here, going down, climbing, going down, and then breaking the top once more. And we have a good chance, but again, I don't like to forecast things way too far off. We have a nice chance to go and break this top as well, this level. But let's see first how the structure will develop. So let me delete this. I don't want to confuse you guys. As you can see here, we hit a nice liquidity level, and right now I think we are heading up. So what should we expect from here? Is that give it time to make a pullback and then go with this buy. For now, I'm expecting this top to be broken for S&P. Nasdaq, like we said last week, I was expecting the price to give us a consolidation here and then go on and break the 30K level. I don't think we reached the 30K level. We just closely tagged it, 12,945. And right now I'm expecting the price to climb slowly and go for that top that we were talking about last week. So Nasdaq and all the indexes look bullish to me for this coming week. Moving on to Dow Jones. Similar, Dow Jones, we are expecting the market to reach this level here, this red order block. Price dropped from here, and then now it started to make a move towards the upside. I'm expecting the price to correct and go and break this top once more. This I can see it as being a bigger degree correction for another drop to break this low. But yet again, let's not focus on the sell. Let's focus on this buy first, because that's the next move that we should focus on. Okay, so let's move on to the crypto market. I'm gonna cover first the 4 hours, and I'm gonna go with the weekly analysis afterwards. Or let's start with the weekly analysis. So for Bitcoin, we all know that let me find okay. So on the weekly for Bitcoin, as you can see, we all know that Bitcoin came way lower than this, but the chart doesn't have enough history. Doesn't matter. We were in an impulsive move. Let me squeeze the chart a bit. Just a second. So Bitcoin was coming down from here, went towards this top. We had this correction, a move towards the upside, another correction here, and then we had the big bull run from 2021. What I'm expecting for Bitcoin now, as you can see, the price, after it made that all-time high here at the 65K level, it made another pullback and then broke the top again. And as you can see in this last move towards the top here, the price started to lose momentum. That was a nice sign that the price will eventually drop and make a bigger consolidation. And what I'm expecting right now, as you can see, being in this pullback, I can see the market right now making a complex pattern, to be honest with you. We can keep going up from here on the weekly chart, but at the same time, I'm not excluding the fact that we can go for a deeper pullback before starting the bigger uptrend. So for Bitcoin on the weekly chart, sorry, I'm expecting another correction, because as you can see, we have here an impulsive move followed by a pullback and another impulsive move. I'm expecting here a consolidation, maybe a month or two, I don't know, and then continue towards the upside, maybe reach the 40K level and then see what happens, because this should be taken step by step, because it's not necessary if the bull market starts, doesn't mean that it will shoot up like this, like it did here. You know, you can slowly gather momentum and go in a messy way. You know, it can do something like this and then break the top eventually, and it could take like a lot of time. So we don't know that yet. So that's why I'm a big advocate to take things step by step and not go too much into the future, because we need to live in the present. And what I can see next on the weekly for Bitcoin is another move towards the upside after this consolidation is over. Let's go to the daily to cover up these things in a more detailed way. On the daily, just a second, give me a sec to delete these drawings. Okay, on the daily we have this low here, and like I said, the price started to go up from here, made this top, pullback, another top, then a deeper pullback, and then we have this strong impulse towards the upside. What I'm expecting on the daily right now is a small consolidation, maybe something like this, before going back up. So speaking of, because we know the analysis on the daily. Oh, and by the way, this is a nice level on the daily to watch for a reaction, because like I said, we can correct and then break the top once more, and then we can when we reach this level we can go back down and then back up again to make a deeper pullback. So we have to wait and see for this. So we cover it on the daily. On the 4 hours, price is messy right now on the 4 hours, to be honest with you guys. We are in this range here. I don't like the way it's moving right now. It can go both ways. Looking at it, like I said, like I gave you the example with earlier, I'm expecting one or of two things here. Either we go down and break towards the downside before going back up, or we'll, which is the most likely option in my opinion, either we'll go break the top and then do something messy again before going back up. So for me, I would prefer I think the most probable outcome is that we'll go and break towards the downside here and then go back up. So this is my view on the 4 hours for Bitcoin. I won't recommend you guys to jump in here because, as you can see, it's pretty messy. We don't like to trade this sort of stuff. We like to see something clear. So avoid trading corrections. Let them finish. Let them do their job, and then we should see where we're at. Yeah, so I hope that weekly analysis helped you. Yeah, so let me finish with Ether and BNB, and then I'm gonna go with Euro Yen. For Ether, similar to Bitcoin, I'm expecting the price to reach this blue order block. We had it from last week. I was expecting the price last week. Let me move this thing a bit because I don't see the date below here. So last week I think we were here, yeah, when we did the analysis. I was expecting the price to reach this level and then go back up. It didn't. It's moving in a messy consolidation like Bitcoin. Like I said, similar to Bitcoin, wait for the price to break out on either towards the upside, either towards the downside before looking for your buy setups. So my preferable option is to wait for the price to go lower and then we'll look for buys. Other than that, I'm not going to be focusing on this on other trades. So similar to Bitcoin, I can see Ether going. If we look at it a bit more in depth, I can see Ether going and breaking this level here, this top. So we have a long way to go. I think we'll go through the 2K barrier sooner rather than later. But first, we need this correction to be finished. So my target for this would be this area here and then go with the buy. So let's wait and see if the setup occurs. Moving on to BNB. Binance coin, similar to the other two, I'm expecting the market to drop one more time here before going back up. So let's wait and see. We have a nice liquidity zone here. Let me mark it on the chart. Had a nice order block. So I'm gonna be watching either this area here, either the one below it, which I showed you guys the first time. So one of these two areas, I'm gonna be watching for a price reaction. If it's not the first one, then definitely I will be looking at the second one before going back up. If this, let's say, decides to go up from here, I can see it going like this, then dropping, and then going back up. But we have to wait and see. Bigger picture is towards the upside. Yeah, you're welcome, guys. So now let's move on to Euro Yen. Let me check Euro Yen. Okay. Which time frame do you want us to look at Euro Yen? Decent guest. Okay, so I'm 4 hours. Okay, great. Let's see. I'm gonna start from the daily first because I need to see the chart better. So Euro Yen, we are in a big uptrend here, as with all the yen pairs. Impulse, correction, impulse, right? Okay, right now the price is starting to move in a pullback. We need, because we had this big move here on the daily, this impulsive move. We need a bigger corrective structure here. So what I'm expecting for it is that we had this move here, drop, correction, drop, and then another even messier move with another drop. So what I'm expecting right now on the daily, this is on the daily, I'm expecting the price to make a consolidation here, a drop one more time, and break, eventually breaking this low. Let's see on the 4 hours. On the 4 hours, like I said, the price right now, let me delete this drawing here because it won't help us anymore. We need to look at this part. We had the trend line here that was broken. We had this sharp wave here towards the downside, followed up, and now we had a move towards the upside, a move towards the downside, and right now I'm expecting the price to correct and drop one more time. So I'm not seeing the pair going back to new tops soon. Instead, I'm going to be looking for either we get a consolidation here, one more move up and then drop, either we will start losing momentum on the price in this area, slowly and messy, because this pair has a tendency to move quite slowly, and then drop again. This is what I can see. So for me, the direction, the bigger picture is towards the downside. Even if we'll get a move towards the upside, I'm still biased for a drop here. So let's see what will happen. I hope that that's useful. That will be useful. Let's see how it will develop, because as we all know, market is very uncertain, and it can take many shapes and forms. But we need to be on the right side every time, and not over risk and do stupid stuff like that. And in situations like this, patience is key, you know, to wait for the structure to unfold, to have a bit of patience, and then pull the trigger with the trade. Yeah, I'm very happy to help you. So yeah, what I can see is I'm biased for the downside. Similar like dollar yen. I don't know if you were here when I went through dollar yen. I was expecting a move towards the downside as well, similar to euro yen. Maybe a small move up. Let me go through it again. So I was expecting for dollar yen pullback, one more move up, and then break the low again. So basically, from my experience, yen pairs move together. Basically, it's like if all the yen pairs, if one yen pair goes down or two yen pair go down, most of them go down, all of them go down, because yen is a safe haven, and it drives the market a lot when it's trending. So I'm not expecting any bullish momentum on dollar yen, euro yen, pound yen, or other pairs yen related. So if you have any other questions, feel free to ask. I'm gonna stay here for a few more minutes to do a short Q&A session if you guys want. If not, don't forget that we do the cover up for every pair on the beginning of the week, usually on Mondays. And if you guys want to check our views, I'm gonna be happy to have you here with me. Also, you can follow us on our page, because we post almost every day a chart if we have a setup. If we don't post the chart for the sake of it. And we also keep updating them with our thought process and what we expect with the trades that we take, if we take, with the levels. And by the way, this is not a signal service, it's just our views. We don't want you guys to copy our trades or something like that. We just do it for transparency. So, and we try to give a quality content as possible for you. That's a pretty good question because first of all, I don't think the banking crisis was over from 2008. I think many banks got bailed out, and the national banks start printing money to cover those losses. So the bubble got bigger, in my opinion, in 2008. And all these things that happened right now with all the banks collapsing. I think it's the bubble is close to burst, but I don't want to create panic or something like that. It's just my view. This could, I don't know, if they start to print again, they can continue like this for a few more years. But considering the fact with all the geopolitical factors, economic environment, CPI, inflation, interest rates, I don't know where this would go. There are too many bad options, to put it like this. It's nothing in um, in our favor. From my point of view, it is only the start that is going to push the crypto market up. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, okay, yeah. We need to also be careful with the cryptos. Yeah, most people go on cryptos. We saw last time with what happened with SVB and the other banks. Most of the people went to crypto, but if they start to kill the crypto as well, I mean, not to kill the crypto, but to impose regulations, taxes, I don't know if it will go up like that, that fast. It could. I don't see the crypto market going down. I mean, is this could be the future, but we're a bit far from that thought right now. So yeah, to respond to your question, yeah, yeah, that was a good one. So to respond to your question, the banking crisis, yeah, exactly. That's that's big trouble, and I don't know how much they can avoid that thing to go off. It's on they're walking on thin ice, and this could have a snowball effect on all the economy, because also the European banks are not that solid right now, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see if what happens with the financial system, if it will change in the next decade or whatever. There are a lot of possibilities. It's very uncertain. We live very uncertain times from this point of view. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna leave you for now. Yeah, I agree on that. I agree on that, and I don't know if I'm a dreamer, but I still think that in the future we'll start implementing the blockchain on the fiat currencies. This is what I think, and if that happens, the whole banking system will change. Because right now, don't it doesn't any currency that you own doesn't have any value. It's like a piece of paper, and it only lives like on hype. It's like it's not valuable. They keep printing it like crazy, and they want to let you think that it's valuable and you depend on it. Okay, you depend on it, but it's worthless. It's just a piece of paper because of the inflation, because of all the other things that they are doing, all the banking crisis. If something happens, all of it, it's like a piece of paper. It's debt. Money is debt. So it's it's pretty crazy. Yeah, so we need to see. Like I like to say on the charts, I also like to take that thought into real life. Let's take it step by step and see what the next move will be, because we have a lot of possibilities and stuff going on in the next decade that could happen, and you never know. Also with the AIs and stuff, you don't know what could happen. I'm not saying it's a bad thing or a good thing, but it can take a lot of turns. To be interested. Yeah, exactly. Good old Fed. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave you. One thing before I go, I think I'm gonna like the trade of the week for me. I think it will be the USD CAD. I'm gonna be looking for USD CAD to sum it up. To sum it up, I'm gonna be looking for USD CAD to give us a pullback here before going back down. That will be the trade of the week. If we get a pullback here, I'm gonna update you on the idea stream, and also I'll not lose hope on gold. Gold here, waiting for this pullback to come, going to the lower time frames. Like you see, it's very impulsive. So I'm not sure that it is safe right now to go into the sell. So because we are at a pretty low level here, so if it continues to drop, make a pullback, it could only be like something temporary before dropping and reversing. So we need to be a bit more patient and watch the market. So I'm gonna be keeping an eye on gold, on USD CAD, and if something else occurs for this week, I'm gonna let you know. So it was a pleasure to have you here. See you guys next week. Trade with care, don't jump in, risk accordingly, and stick to your trading plan. I wish you a very profitable week ahead. Stay tuned. Cheers. Bye bye.